Alright, I am playing more Why Am I Dead at Sea, and I know this is ominous, I know this is creepy, but I'm just gonna give you one last chance if you just happen to click on this and you wanted to maybe not know what was going to happen at the end right away. Just give you a chance to back out, because what you're about to see is quite telling, if I do say so myself. So, here we go, last chance, here we go. Now, my goal, and then the music stopped looping, so that's pretty good. My goal here is to plead someone, make someone say someone else is guilty. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'll take Sue. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take Kayla. Because I trust Kayla. I don't want to take Daryl yet, because I know Daryl will say something that I think will make him shoot. And I don't want to do that yet. I just want to see what Kayla has to say. I trust whatever she does. You're not thinking clearly, Donovan. You know this isn't right. I'm thinking very clearly. Letting the killer go would mean way more people suffering. You've seen what they're capable of. If this boat reaches land, they'll slip away. I just know it. This is my last chance to end this. So that means killing innocent people is okay? Innocent people are murdered all over the world as collateral damage of politics or war. Okay, so he is, I mentioned this last part. He is planning on, killing everybody as a last resort if no one can convince him that somebody's guilty. So, a little scared. In comparison, this is nothing. So, just no pressure, but if I choose wrong, everybody's dead. Let me see what the other option is here. It means killing innocent people is okay. Isn't there evidence here we can use against them? If there was, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I would have already ended things. But this place has been cleansed of anything incriminating. Do you think the killer even anticipated that you would all end up here? What about Paolo? Is he okay? No, he's not okay. If there was any doubt that the killer I'm after was on this boat, it's been erased now. Paolo's injuries match up with his previous victims. Early stage victims, at least. Still, most fingers are broken. There's signs of strangulation and other injuries. Oh, Paolo! My Paolo! He's not going to be okay for a very long time. Oh, my poor Paolo. I love that kid. Don't we need to attend to these people? We can sort everything else out later. I trust Kayla. I don't mean to say that. I just don't like what she's saying now. She's trying to distract him. But I'm totally on board for the whole psycho, I'm gonna shoot one of you angle, That's probably the only thing to do, right? Don't we need to attend to these people? We can sort everything else out later. We can attend to them after the killer has been dealt with. Before then, they won't truly be safe. Now, I'm afraid of choosing the exclamation point thing because I'm worried it will be my one choice. I'm gonna see what everybody else has to say. I know you're gonna feel like I'm dragging it out, maybe I am, but just to see, not everybody's gonna have so much to say. It won't be as painful. Come on. I'm sorry. You should be. I know it was you who broke into my room. I don't know or care how you did it, but why? It's hard to explain. I thought you were following me. I was paranoid. Clearly. But your paranoia wasn't completely wrong, just misguided. After all, there's a killer on board. Please don't do this. You don't have a say in this. I mean, man, if you're right in what you're doing, can I control you? No, okay. If you're right though, man, then you can save, all the female characters at least. You could do them that. But, whatever, no, just shoot everybody. Here we go, Sue. Are you insane? You think we'll just stand around and let you do this? Anyone who makes sudden movements gets shot first. I have a full clip and good aim. Aren't you curious how we got down here? How we got a master key? Does it tell me who the killer is? Having a master key is the only way someone could get down here. Whoever had one must be the killer. Of course, but I never found a second copy of a master key. So where did it come from? It was anonymously given to us, for the purpose of framing Gwen. So you don't know where it came from or who originally possessed it. Maybe I'll say that, eventually. One of my tasks was to take the original master key and keep it in my room. That's not very... That's not going to admit too much, right? If anything, that's just going to put evidence on the table. He's not going to shoot someone because of that, clearly, right? Unless he's just like, go die, Sue, and then shoots her. Maybe I will just say that. Anywho, I'll say the other things first, just in case. No, but the person that gave the key has been bribing staff for a long time. Well, that sort of helps. So the killer had a long-established arrangement with this ship, but for what purpose? Why would they give their only way to enter this room? Or why would they give away their only way to enter this room? Good point. What are the chances of there being a third key? It's possible, given how clean this area of the ship is of clues, that they expected it to be exposed in the near future. They may have been trying to wash their hands of it and cut their losses. And it would have completely worked in that case. I'm just gonna say it, right? It's not gonna be a game changer, is it? Fudge, I don't know. I'll say it, screw it. One of my tasks, gut reaction here, I'll say it. One of my tasks was to take the original master key and keep it in my room. Well, I hope you were paid well, because that decision to steal the key started a long chain of events that ended in me being shot and Paolo irreversibly crippled. Yeah, Sue, you should feel bad about yourself, actually. And then Mercurio. I mean, I don't mean to, guilt these people unnecessarily, but they did, oh yeah, I'll just take a bribe, I'll take this key that can unlock any door and just, put it wherever. They should feel a little bit bad about this. You were a massive idiot. Love Donovan right now. Love him. Who else helped our killer? You should probably speak up now. No, I don't shame, but it's a piece of the puzzle. What other information have you all been holding out on me? So, okay, that was her just saying, I don't know what motivation they would have had to have I don't know what she was saying there, but it wasn't that important. I'm gonna, take over Mercurio now, because he's also been helping, and he did ask for anybody else who's been helping, so I took bribes from the same person Sue did. Fantastic. We have a second accomplice. And what were you bribed into doing? And by whom? Everything was anonymous. I don't know who it was. Of course. And you were the perfect little grunt, never bothering to consider what you were really doing. Much less who were you truly working for. I was the one that received the second copy of the master key. It was sent anonymously, I assume. Do you have any idea who sent it to you? No, I don't. It was dropped off in the middle of last night. Not long after I had been disposed of. That must have been the killer. I was instructed to plant the key in Gwen's room in order to put her under suspicion. It's a good thing that didn't stick. But if they were trying to distance themselves from this, why abduct the kid too? Those two actions seem to go directly against each other. I can't exit the dialogue, so I have to say this. They must have taken the kid before they sent the key, obviously, so it was completely intentional. Wait, they must have taken the kid before they sent the key, obviously, so it was completely intentional. So they meant to take the kid as well, I guess. You're right, so there was no accident there. But it seems like a contradiction. If the plan was to give away the key and lay low, why take an additional victim? Something's missing from this. I can say more. You're just gonna shoot everyone? Have you lost your mind? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not going to shoot everybody. Just most of you. Good, so yeah, just the male, I think, passengers. What if you're wrong about all this, huh? Explain. What if there is no serial killer on board? What if it's something else completely? The serial killer is on board. Paolo's injuries match up with his previous victims, and that kind of information is something few people would know. Maybe I didn't find the captain, but I was still right all along. What if you're wrong about this? Oops, I said the wrong thing. What if you're wrong? What if your profile or whatever is wrong? I have it on very high authority that the person I'm after is a man. It's not much to go off of, but it narrows things down just enough. So what's your end game here? There is no end game. This is it. That's fair. Honestly, I'm super in love with the whole, like, rogue thing he's doing right now. It's gonna sound heartless, but yeah, just shoot everybody. Except for Daryl. Save Daryl. Alton, you know, I've sort of soured on. It's fine. Just go for it, man. Do it. I don't know. It's hard. I'm trying to figure out who to possess now. I don't think Alton's gonna have anything important to say, so I'll just do it. There has to be some other solution. If there was, I wouldn't be standing here right now. I've gone through it over and over again. This is the best I can do. You're bluffing, right? There's no way you'd actually go through with that. Look where we are. Consider everything that's happened. You think I'm putting on an act? I'm completely serious. So you better think of something that proves who the killer is. Fast. I just took this job because I wanted to travel. I don't have anything to do with this. Shut up. God, he's saying this stuff that's been, like, on my mind. I apologize that I've just, exclaimed there. You see, there's a bug on my microphone, and I'm very frightened of bugs. I don't know what to do with myself anymore. My voice is gonna sound much more distant in a second. I apologize. Give me, like, 20 minutes. Okay. Wait. Did I just... Oh, sorry. Just, per se. I trapped it under a cup. If you're wondering, if you're still wondering what happened in that scenario, it's like staring at me right now as I speak, and if you hear an extra layer of fear in my voice, that's what it is. Also, my timer's gone to garbage now because, for one, he stepped on it. The little joker just kept running around. I'm so very frightened he's going to escape. But also, what was I saying? Right, there was a giant gap there in my recording, so I'm just gonna keep playing until I feel like I've done a long enough part. I'm assuming I'm near the end of the game, let's be honest, so... I apologize, though, for this pause. Oh, what an embarrassment. God, he's climbing up the side of the glass. Let's not look in that direction. I'm just gonna possess Daryl and see what happens. God, I thought he would have something good to say. 'Cause he had that whole, like, grudge against Garv, and I was gonna use that, or whatever. Why is this some kind of crusade for you? What's really going on? Just look around you. Look at this place. You see what's happening here? How can you not be disgusted by it? I'm not going to allow even a 1% chance for this to continue. You were on this mission before you came down here. There's something else. What does it matter? The result is the same. Stop wasting my time. Oh, that means, what if, like... God, I apologize. It's crawling up the glass. I'm quite frightened. Don't be distracted. God, it was right by my face, too. It was right on my microphone. I could have just eaten him and not noticed. And you, what was I saying here? How unprofessional. I'm gonna try to ignore this. Okay, here we go. How can you not be disgusted? Here's what I'm thinking. Daryl gave the whole story to Mercurio when we talked about his, like, visiting his little brother, seeing him off or something. And I get the feeling that's what Daryl's kind of cluing into is, hey, do you know one of these victims, is what he's saying. So, have you found anything here that could reveal something about the killer? You would think so, wouldn't you? But you'd be wrong. No fingerprints, no shoe prints. Everyone is incredibly drugged. They are unarousable, and I doubt they'd remember anything even if they were lucid. The boxes contain some supplies and foodstuffs, but they're mostly empty, as if some things have been disposed of. The bloodstains are relatively new. This place has been cleaned not too long ago. See, if you look at the footage of the cleaning supply closet, Garv's been in there. I think that covers everything. Okay. Gosh darn, I was hoping he'd say something against Garv. But it looks like that's not gonna happen. I didn't have anything here, did that. I'm gonna say Garv for last. I don't want Garv to plead his case here. I don't think he will, but... Oh, I thought I was talking to Paolo for a second. Why, hello there, ghost lady. Actually, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm probably having a psychotic break right now, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I thought Paolo was going, hey, ghost lady. Let me just do this here. Donovan, please. This is madness. As your first mate, I have to say, this is very much against the ship regulations. You are insufferable. Keep it up, and I'll be happy to kill you first. A good thing you shut up, huh? I don't want Ferdinand to die. He might paint himself into a corner here, though. He does have that way about him, doesn't he? Did you notice anything about the person who shot you? Strange that they got close to you, and yet you don't know who they are. I had my back to them while they shot me. I tried to turn around, but I didn't see anything besides a black cloak. They said only a few words in a strange, unrecognizable voice. Perhaps they knew about my hidden audio recorders. One of the things I thought I would find here might be the gun or the cloak, but no. They could be at the bottom of the ocean by now. Oof, I'm not finding out anything here. My last options are to say the thing with Kayla, or Gwen. No, Gwen didn't have anything. Nobody else has anything, except for Garv. I'm gonna say whatever has Kayla's on her mind. That first, and then I'll try Garv. I was able to take a look at Paolo's room after he disappeared. You did? Sorry, that's Ferdinand. You did? But that room was off limits. How did you get in there? Shut up. What did you find? One of his books was lying on the floor. It had a page torn out. If there was a struggle, it would make sense for things to be thrown on the floor. But I don't think this tells us anything by itself. Yeah, I do remember that, and it seemed so significant at the time. Maybe I was supposed to find out something about that. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed, because I don't think I kind of finished that cycle there. I found a bracelet of Mercurio's on his dresser. It had blood on it. Wait, we talked about that. It wasn't what it looked like. You better have a really good story. What were you doing there, Mercurio? I wasn't there. Not then, at least. My bracelet was taken by that stupid cat. It must have carried it around and dropped it in that kid's room. He's right. I saw Sunshine carrying it that night as she passed through my room. You could have said that then. I don't remember you saying that. You didn't admit that his bracelet was taken. You just said, well, maybe. I don't know. Sorry for the pause. I very much disregard for what he's saying right now. That sounds absurd. How does a cat steal a bracelet off a grown man's arm? And why? Does it matter why? There's testimony backing me up. Yeah, but flawed testimony. I bet they're too. They too are the killers. The cat likes jewelry. When he knelt down, the bracelet was in reach. Oh god, this seems like something I'm saying here. He's lying, he gave the cat his bracelet, or the cat was on a dresser, and when he tried to move it, it fought back. Oh god, what do I say here? Because none of these are exclamation points, but they all seem like exclamation point statements. Oh, I don't know whether to trust Mercurio anymore. Honestly, though, it seems like he's lying, right? There's no way a cat could get a bracelet. Right? I'm gonna say he's lying. Screw it, he's lying. He's lying, he gave the cat his bracelet. That bracelet was a gift. I've had it for years. Why would I give it to some rodent? Because you needed the cat to be quiet and leave you alone. You didn't like the bracelet that much. Or you wanted to use the bracelet as an alibi. I'm throwing suspicion down, so... I guess I'll say this. So what? I give it to the cat drops it somewhere else, and it looks like I was there? Except that actually still doesn't give me a good alibi. It makes no sense at all. I was about to say, because that was a stupid thing for me to say. Because you needed the cat... It looks like you're giving me multiple options, though, here, so, you didn't like it that much? I just said it was an important gift. And again, even if that were true, how would it change anything? Because you needed the cat to be quiet and leave you alone, I guess. Okay, say that were true. I still don't see how it's relevant to everything else. That guy's pointing a gun at us, and we're arguing about why a cat took my bracelet? It's relevant because you were in Gwen's room, weren't you? You were planting the master key to incriminate her, as you had been instructed. The cat was there, since it snuck through the vents, and it was in your way. It wanted to play with you. You needed it to move and leave you alone, but if you antagonized it, Gwen would wake up. So you gave it something to keep it distracted, and you planted the key in silence. Yeah, you're right. So I was planting the key in Gwen's room when it happened. So what? Shut up. Again, we're just going in circles. Shut up. Oh, God. Don't you idiots get it? Oh, goodness, something's happening now. I don't know that I made the right calls there. Because if I think about it, everything I said kind of sounds silly. And, I don't very much distrust Mercurio as much as I distrust Garv, but everything Garv was saying there made sense. But then again, if it did make sense and if that's what happened, why didn't Mercurio admit it in the first place? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they're in on it together, I think. That's the only explanation. Why else would he give him such a good out? Garv's been trying to accuse everybody else all along, but now he's like, oh, he's innocent for this reason. I don't know. I don't know. Don't you idiots get it? The blood on the bracelet means the cat left it in Paolo's room during or after his abduction. Meaning, Mercurio planted the key before Paolo was taken. Tell me, if the master key was in Gwen's room, how could anyone break into Paolo's room? There should only be one other person who would be able to unlock his door. The cat, right? The cat was able to, so, what, was it Garv because he got the cat to do it? What else can I say here? Found Mercurio's bracelet. The cat likes jewelry. Cat was on a dresser. I'll say the cat likes jewelry. This seems like it's gonna lead nowhere. The cat likes jewelry. When he knelt down, the bracelet was in reach. It's possible. Is that what happened? Sure. Does it matter? Does it change anything? I can't see how it does. The cat was on a dresser. Possible. So I chose the right stuff right off the bat then. I'm just skipping it because it's what I just read. And then don't you idiots get it? Or, no, that's just it. Okay. Oh, but she has more to say? No. I swear I saw ellipsis, but I guess not. Can I full control anyone here? Yeah, and it gives more. Okay, let me try that out with Daryl. And see if that, So it's all the same Mercurio. Oh! What? Mercurio was feeding the people down here with kitchen stock? That makes sense. That makes sense. But he didn't know what it was. But that's what's been happening. She doesn't know about it. But the people who I was... Oh no, I have to full control. Interesting. Can I full control him and see what he says? No, I don't have full control of him. Who else do I have full control of? I don't know who would have anything interesting to say, but we can incriminate Mercurio at the least. Anywho, let me ask about these other things. Just, for the purpose of asking about these other things. So what about the captain? What happened to her? I have to admit, I was wrong. I thought she would be down here, but instead I found that kid. The same thing that happened to me must have happened to her. She found out too much, got too close to the truth, and was silenced. But her discovery and her death led us to this exact moment. I'm not going to waste that. The captain wouldn't want this to happen. I do, actually. Let's see this happen. But no, seriously, probably not. I don't want to see more deaths, I guess. Whatever. There's no way you could know that. But I'm not doing this to avenge her. This goes beyond that. Far beyond that. Why are these people here? I'm not sure I want to know. The strange thing is, they've clearly been here for our whole trip, but are relatively uninjured. Yet that kid has been here for just a day and has been tortured. After all of this, I feel like I still haven't come close to the truth. But then, I don't have to. I already have a way to solve everything. Oh, okay. Let's get on with this then. Mercurio was feeding the people down here with kitchen stock. That would answer the question of how these people have stayed down here for so long. How do you know he was doing this? The captain had found out that's true. There were notes in the cupboard talking about dropping off supplies. He was being bribed. Bribed? By who? We don't know. All of the payments and instructions were anonymous. And in all this time, you never pieced together who it was? It's been different people over time. It was all extremely organized. 0 loose ends. Not 0. I'm still here. The kitchen ledger showed mysteriously missing stock. I get it. Mercurio, you've been the inside man for this whole operation, haven't you? It would seem impossible to sneak all these people in and manage them in total secrecy. But if you have someone who knows the ins and outs of the ship, where everyone is... Hey, I never knew about this place or what was going on. I just delivered things. No, you did more than that. You helped cover this up. Even if you didn't know about this place, you still worked to conceal details that would lead it to being found. It was all very organized. It's not like I had a chance to observe anything. I wonder about that. The captain had found out. So the captain was on to what you were doing, and then soon after, she was gone. Even if you were as ignorant as you say, you undeniably had motive to silence her. No way. You're not really thinking that I... Come to think of it, all of this is just evidence that you were responsible for this operation. Oh, I don't think so. Garv still has a say in this. There's almost no evidence anyone else was involved. Oh, there is though, I think. That's ridiculous. Look, there's no way it could have been me. Then who was it? One of the passengers, I know that much. So you were holding out earlier. You better talk, and fast. When the captain arrived, things changed. The way I received messages, what they told me to do. The person that was giving me orders changed, and it gave me some hints who they were. What do you mean, when the captain arrived? I have a theory. Smilla, our deceased captain, was brand new. This was her first voyage. The captain before her, I'm pretty sure he was on the take. Something must have happened to him, though. He was replaced at the last second with Smilla. I think there was some change in management, if you could call it that. How did the way you received orders change, or what new orders did you have? I'll ask the first one, I guess. Alright, go in order, right? They'll probably let me ask both of them, even though they're both exclamation points that are scary. The notes I received were usually slid under my door while I was on shift. That way I could never see who it was. It was discreet enough. Recently, though, the orders have been placed in the broom closet. It's strange because it's an unnecessary risk. What if someone else found those notes? Yeah, and who else has been going on to the broom closet? We know that. What new orders did you have? Before the ship departed, before everyone had even boarded, I was instructed to leave the boarding ramp out overnight. This would have allowed anyone to get on and off board without anyone knowing. And they could have smuggled anything, or anyone, on board. Here's the thing. At that time, all staff was already on board, so the only reason I'd need to leave the ramp out is if the smuggler wasn't staff. They were a passenger. Exactly. That's enough. Yeah, here we go. The camera footage on your computer shows something important. How did you find that? How did you find that? My computer was password protected. Well, what are you talking about? I never caught anything incriminating. I wasn't able to hide cameras on the first floor, which is the most important thing. Mercurio said he was getting orders from the broom closet. Who was seen regular going in there? Hold on. Mercurio said before this boat trip, he got orders slid under his door. Why did that change? Why now? I wonder if the smuggler realized I had bugged the ship. If they were seen sliding notes under the door of staff, it would alert me. I would investigate. So they disguised their correspondence with something innocuous. Something like cleaning up after their cat. Yes. Mercurio was going in and out of the closet per his usual need to clean the kitchen. But so were you, Garv. As it happens, I was. Anything to add on that? Not really. I have a litter box I need to regularly clean out. You were the only person besides Mercurio who's going in and out of there. You were orchestrating this. That's a lot of conclusions to draw from such a small detail. Well, how do you explain how these notes got there? I'd say that Mercurio's making this up to cover how suspicious he is. Maybe if he can tie a detail to someone else, he'll be okay. You have to admit, there's nothing concrete tying me to anything he's talking about. There is, though. Probably. That doesn't mean there isn't anything. It just means I haven't found it yet. But I will. No, you won't. Not if I'm innocent. Hold on. The details behind Paolo's abduction make it clear that one of the staff had to be behind it. But the details of Mercurio's orders make it clear that he was colluding with one of the passengers. This is an obvious contradiction, and there's only one explanation for it. I'm actually after two people. Two people with different motivations and methods. Was I given bad information? If I was, it means I can't know anything for sure. And if I can't find out who both of them are, that leaves only one option for me. Oh no. Oh no, man. Can I talk to you about I confess? Oh no, I don't want to confess here. It's not him. Can I say with Kayla I confess? He's not gonna believe her. Oh god. Can I say just with anyone I confess? In full control confess? I can't full control Ferdinand. That's interesting. I haven't taken over Garv yet, though. This is ridiculous. You need to slow down and reevaluate things. Explain. You still can't explain the captain's disappearance, or these other people killing everyone gosh darn, I'm making this sentence harder than it should be. You still can't explain the captain's disappearance or these other people. Killing everyone won't answer anything. I don't need to answer anything. I don't care anymore. Maybe you want to know why these things have happened. I think it's too late for that. This is ridiculous. If we can come up with a theory that explains everything, maybe the killer will become obvious. I need something better than a theory. I need proof, and as far as I can tell, there is none. Maybe it went overboard with the captain. Maybe it was here before I was thrown overboard, but it's gone now. There must be some evidence we can use, some details, something. If you have an idea, please share. What's in the boxes? A guard's bringing up so many good points, but I still think he's the killer. What's in the boxes? There's some basic, non-spoilable food and drink, but they're mostly empty, and I'd expect to find other things here. For example, these people are all heavily sedated, but there's no drugs remaining here. I think someone dumped everything important out of them. It's a dead end. Do these other people have anything on them? Clues of where they're from? Tattered rags for clothes and small cots, nothing else. No identification, no possessions. The only thing I can say is they're not from around here. Okay, I hate to say this, oops. I don't know why I can answer, whatever, I do think I'm gonna cut it off here and, make another part, I guess. I can't, can I save? Can I go up and save? No, I don't think I can. The thing is, it's quite late at night, and, a little bit sleepy, but, I'm in it for the long run now, so, yeah.